from whichever part of the world. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing all great today. Not set up my lighting. Sorry guys, because I'm kind of rushing because anyhow. So guys, I'll show you this one. We are using the my computer today, and yeah, all right. I don't really know if I need to go on with my using the lighting. Anyway, the subject is going to be on the computer. All right. It's daylight like that. Daylight. Alright, guys. Okay, I have been. These were from. We will be having still the discussions like where we left off from yesterday's hacks, but really like real life, and then what happened to the candle. Hacks about food again. Some realizations, some learnings, some things that you know that that has been like come a little bit of uh gets me into like is it worth the time to do this, those things guys. I'll let you know, like yeah, maybe it's better to put the lighting on, no? Iba pa rin yung naka-lighting sila guys talagang hindi nag-lighting. Just checking this one. I hope this is fine. Guys, like that. Ay, kita nyo guys yung ano. So yeah, guys. Welcome to Findstv Hobby Homeschool. This is Carmina. How are you all doing? Take 2. Right. Guys. Hey, guys, sorry guys. Oh my gosh. And just kind of, actually it's all set up. It's not really like, the formal thing, just, I just have it all set here. Another surprise, unannounced, unpremiered live stream by Findstv Hobby Homeschool, guys. It has always been like that because I don't have time to edit, and plus, whoever is able, whenever you have time to just watch this live stream. Again, I hope that these are all to be for us, we can learn from here or realize something, because something has made me realize, I don't know, I'm kind of that, but I've been doing this for such a long time, like, healthy eating. But, times change, like, things change also, like as you mature, as you realize things along the way while you're doing things, right? And then yeah, so anyhow, maybe I'll be just doing this manual. Okay, first of all, I'm going to ano ba yan, Carmina? Dali lang guys ha. Carmina, pinaggagawa mo. Paste shortcut. Guys, because I wanted it, yung as slideshow. Where's the slideshow? Ha? Dali guys ha. Okay, so guys, this one. Okay, sorry if I'm going to change the... Okay, I am starting on with the... Okay, what's wrong? What is wrong? Something went wrong? Hey guys, sandali. Okay, can you just start like... Guys, teka nga. Okay, first I'm starting on with the choco chip, gluten-free choco chip. Okay, teka guys ha. So So you know where I'm coming from. Okay, if you watch my yesterday's sketchbook or ebook or kind of a graphic book hack discussion, I am deriving the cookie, almost the line of pastries I am making usually like from homemade, like, plant-based, gluten-free, sourdough based recipes. Like this one is choco chip cookie, like really do using real cacao chocolate, because cacao nibs. I use that because we have a small orchard of chocolate, and then we are, I try to use as much as possible now the real natural thing, because that is what I'm after for, like, trying to be always like food, things, activities that's good for the body, mind, and soul. That's the always the purpose, guys. And I hope I'm doing this right. All right. So sometimes you learn along the way, right? And sometimes you realize something. All right. So yeah. So just testing on the slideshow. Let me just okay. Guys, I hope I get this right now. Okay, choco chip first. Because I failed this so many times. Okay, so first thing. Okay. Guys, wait lang. Guys, sorry. What happened? Oh my gosh. Okay, what if I just do it one by one? Anyhow. Okay, this is the choco chip. Okay, it was very short, okay? But this one is the dough I am making for the choco chip. But this one is actually the paste from the yesterday's discussion about making the sourdough black rice, soaked for how many days? For weeks, months. And then I came up with the paste. But the cookie dough, I'm just making solo sizes because there's no one to eat it. So I wanted to just do a testing, like a specimen test before I make in batches, because I want to first taste, guys, if it's good, right? And if it's, the real thing I'm, looking at the project. So I wanted, so there's no wastage also. You can do this, guys, like a handful, like, like, okay, how do you do that? Like, Carmina, how can I do that? Like, solo, like baking, like, it's going to be like those things that are, baking for solo, baking if you are single, like that. I'm looking at that. I'm on that track. So just really for no wastage. So just so when I'm, because not compared before, like when I do my tests, guys, I do like one whole recipe, and sometimes I, of course, you can give it out. Shout out to everyone. Hi, how are you? Thank you all for your time. I really appreciate it, your support, guys. So, this cookie, I wanted to just make one for the test so I can taste first before making so long, a lot. So, get a small batch. I know that you're gonna have to compute, like if you refer to a recipe by baker's percent, but let's not make it like very complicated. My procedures really are just combining everything. I am not doing a very specific, like pastries procedures, guys. So I'm just really like blending. I'm after the taste because I can always I can always, alter the methods. I can add those, high-tech methods in baking and everything. But I just wanted to make it simple because this is really for the simple family homemaking. Everybody can make it. I don't want to make it complicated, guys, because life is complicated already, right? So I'm after that. All right. So going back, so this is the mixture of uh, yesterday's black rice sour paste. I just added a little cinnamon. No measurement yet because nothing is final yet. And then I added a little salt, just really hint lang to taste. And then, guys, there are ants. That's why I still have the salt here, guys, on my table. Yeah. I didn't put it around my computer because it might, get into the keypads. All right, so I have here a little of butter because a chocolate chip would have a flavor of somehow like butterscotchy, in between chocolatey, fudgy. and a little bit of cocoa. Just a hint, guys, but really the paste is black rice. Imagine that, guys. I ground this one by Pesel from yesterday's discussion. Please refer from yesterday's live stream. This one has brown sugar also, and then I just blended it together. Now this is the cacao nib, okay, with a little bit of sugar, a real cacao fruit that has undergone like sun drying, pounding, roasting, guys, like coffee. Grounded it with a lot with added brown sugar, and then I added it here or later as a topping. And then this one is the drained pre-soaked rice, black rice. You can see it in the photo, okay? So next exhibit, let's see, guys. I just wanted to show you. Okay, that's the photo. Okay, up close. All right, so just for you to see, guys. And now, because I'm making a piece, I wanted to just use like a mold, like, you know, a strip of foil, and then sparingly grease it with guys, I can't introduce, I can't be like, tell you like how perfect life is that there is a vegetarian. Well, shortening is plant-based actually, right? But I can't tell you enough, like there's a vegetarian shortening. So just use sparingly, it won't kill us, right? So I don't know, let me know if you have like better versions of this, greasing the mold or the one that will shape the cookie that will hold on while baking. Yeah, okay, I'm on that page. So what do you mean me saludas, what is that? Thank you guys for watching always. Okay, so you see, I'm greasing this because I'm forming it into a mold, like to hold the cookie. So this one already is how it will look like before I'm baking it. So I put the dough inside, and then I sprinkled on the chocolate, the cacao nib. All right. And then, yep, so just so you see, Oh, sorry guys. That was the one while I was waiting, I was in the laundry room. Why do I have that picture? Okay, guys. It's a hiking sandal. Let's have like a trivia. This is a random, like, by time, like how I did it. I just took a picture of this. Okay, so if you, this is a hacks. This is a channel about hacks. Just so if you have like looking for an idea. Okay, for example, guys. Okay, guys, trivia. Just this one, guys, like a hiking sandals, right? So if you are looking for having like less things, if you want to use this as your slippers and then your, outdoor wear, footwear, then you can just have like, not to wear the sling at the back here. I did not wear it. It was under my leg. It was under my feet. So it became like slippers. All right. So I just wanted to share that. Okay. Anyway, I was just waiting. Well, I was doing laundry, folding clothes while waiting. Okay. So this one, guys, it has been baked already. So the shape held it. Yeah. It. I was able to form it, and this is the end product. All right. That's the choco chip cookie, like gluten-free, sour choco chip cookie. Um, by calorie, I will share to you, but this is one thing that I've realized. Okay, what is this? Yeah, that's underneath. Okay, now I bit into it. Yeah. Okay, remember guys, it's rice. Okay, so before we got into that, okay guys, so this is this discussion, guys, like it hit me again. I wanted to share that, guys, like my point of views, like even so I'm very into this, like because I computed the calories of this one, and it comes out that it is, a healthy, even so, guys, I go to vegan shops, I compare pastries, healthy plant-based, to regular ones. They are more, sometimes this is less caloric, but other versions, like it's higher, it has higher calories than the regular piece of a cookie, regular type of cookie. Not this one is low. But I just noticed like somehow, if you are buying like an oversized chocolate chip cookie, there's this brand. I don't want to, of course, I don't need to say it, but I compared it. It's just the same calories with the other one. What is my point? The point is, like, it hit me like, it caught me, like, I was caught, like, I thought, like, maybe, is this all worth it, like us trying to find ways to make healthy pastries? And then I was comparing because it's just the same, but you know what the answer is? Why exert more effort in creating this kind of pastries? It's because the content of the recipe. Even so, guys, really, I think for me now, just an observation, nothing concluding, guys, no conclusion yet, but one thing I realized is um, it is how disciplined we are in consuming the item, the food that we are putting in our mouth down to our body, right? That will benefit, that will give us like nourishment and everything. Why the hell put effort on doing all this? It's because the content of the regular beautiful chocolate chip cookie and the other one is totally different, guys. The other one is natural. The other one is, has been reduced, has been, at least like tested a little, guys. If even so, yeah, guys, if you are even so, you would get the point, right? What is the point of not eating that, right? It's the content, the benefits of the nutrition, the nutritional values of the every component of the pastry. You get me, guys? Yeah. So I'm it's just an opinion, my observation, guys. I hope I'm getting it right now. Like, because why am I wasting time on doing this? I can just go back to, making regular pastries, cakes. I'm even up to like making wedding cakes that is so plant-based that everybody can indulge, even senior citizens, that they won't have to be guilty while, having the pleasure of eating desserts. I'm on that, guys. So, yeah, it's really the benefits of the components. It's what's in the recipe. That is the most important thing, guys. Even so, like, oh, it's just the same, 500 calories here, 600, 700, 800. Doesn't matter, guys. But really, it's how disciplined we are, the portion, the timing of eating. Really, it's not really, and also the amounts or the benefits, the nutritional value of each component, like what type of sugar, what type of fat, what type of grain or carbohydrate did you use. I used fermented, gluten-free. I'm trying to lessen the carbohydrate, just right protein, just right fat. I'm trying to adjust that. It's eggless. But I'm studying on this one, guys. Okay, for me, guys, um, I wanted to alter this more. I want to improve on doing this, like research on this more, guys, because I'm not yet satisfied. It is chocolatey, but it's not, for me, guys, it's not the same. I myself is craving for, there's a chocolate chip cookie mood, right? You have that, right? Like, the cookie dough ice cream mood, you have that, right? And I wanted to have my cheat day today, and I was thinking like, I'm not satisfied really. Sometimes when you want to decide on something, that is this the final recipe for the chocolate chip, I would say for this one, not yet, because it's good to sleep on it, like, several days before you decide. My answer is I'm not yet satisfied, so I'm going to keep on researching and continue this one, because sometimes, like, I don't know, right? Because I know I promote, like, is this worth it already? Is it still worth it to do it, right? Of course it's worth it. It's for us, right? It's for our health. All right. So moving on, guys. So I hope you get my point, guys. I hope, if you have other comments about this, please let me know. I'd be willing to learn, and, like, have you open my mind about more things about these issues, right? Okay, next. Okay. Okay, this one, guys. Okay, the typical. Okay, this is the dressing I was telling you, guys. It's the soupy mayo-based hack. That, it's fresh milk, chilled milk with a little bit of just the taste of mayonnaise. If you want to add your herbs, your spices, your onions, you can add so. But really, just to hack the mayonnaise. So this is how I consume it. Yes, there is a small portion of white rice. I still crave for it. There is a small portion of what's this? It's a patatim. It's a homemade Chinese recipe. It's pork. Yeah, with a little of the rind. I do want to tell you guys, I for me, guys, like before, I totally took out the meat, I took out the rice, I got sick, right, guys. So I still consume. I can have two of that more, like a sushi, like rice, and then there's a little bit of meat. Because they say, guys, in one known in one in they say for nutritionists, like a matchbox of meat is enough for us for one time eating. I don't know if you can, like burn it like after 2 days, then that's the time you eat again. Imagine, guys, when we eat, like indulge in a whole bucket of chicken or a whole slab of grilled meat, right? Imagine that when we consume that. So I realized something. I would still want to enjoy a piece of meat and then a little of white rice. Even so, if it's white rice, I'm just taking a little, just really to taste. I'm not like deprived. Now, if you think this is wrong, this is wrong. So don't do this. Enlarge your portions. All right, add more. All right. So the dressing is my point. Sometimes it's salad, but you know. Okay, so I know it's soupy, but I don't know. This could be just a hack. All right. So next. Yeah, I think, yeah, we've seen this, guys, like, shredded corn as rice, but it's also carbohydrate. But this one is grilled. You can always, boil it, corn. It's a saltless, no, no, not at all. It's bare. This is grilled white corn. Yeah, so that was my rice to pair with the salad. All right, next. All right, this is the dressing. So yeah, this is just how I was, telling you yesterday. Yeah. So I know kind of really like, a cold soup, right? So I don't know, guys. Adding more. All right, just really, you get me, guys. I don't know if you don't like the idea. I'm on that. Like maybe not everybody, but yeah, just a hack for us mayonnaise lovers. We know that, all right? Okay. No, just ignore this one. These are just my. Okay, this was yesterday from, the sketching. I thought like maybe like take like a few shots. There's an ant. Just take a few shots like how I do the sketches, like I don't know, guys. Yeah. It's a quiet time for me to also relax my eyes from looking at the cell phone all the time or the computer. Drawing, sketching, doing something, arts related or keeping yourself busy will help us, you know, it enhances our motor skills, our everything, guys. It's a brain exercise also. So this was, yes, from yesterday's live stream. So please refer to yesterday's live stream. I just wanted to show you like clips. Yes, I had always dreamed of not using crayon, so why not? Just a pen. I don't even know what ballpoint this one was. This one is. Did I say that right? Like this one, I'm making the perspective of like having a clear Pyrex bowl, for example. But the granules should not be, or seen here in the line here in the rim of the bowl, right? So I'm still practicing my drawing, guys. And I thought like maybe just put a bottom, like a feet of the bowl. Such a random drawing, guys. I don't like having like a pattern, like pre-sketching or something. I don't know, guys. That's me. Oh, what's this? I'm trying to draw a pestle, guys. The one I will use to pound the as the soaked rice, pre-soaked rice. Yeah, and it looked like a sweet potato or something, or a bowling pin, or I don't know, guys. Okay, this was yesterday's Pilates drawing or coloring the suitcase. It's just nice to do things, guys, like, making us like, getting you creative, like having more ideas. Because you get more ideas when you do something. Like, you get creative. You're able to have a more fertile ideas. Oh, see, I'm holding the camera. That's why I was telling to I was telling myself I need to take a shoot. I need to take a shot of this like this. So, all right, this was yesterday's. I put it already in the community page. This one is the banana Q hack. It's grilled plantain or saba with a layer of a very little butter and then coconut sugar. So if you're at home, you're craving to make, you have the complete recipe for the banana Q, then why not try this hack like a healthy version? Grill it. You don't need to fry it. All right. Oh, I sliced it so just you see. Okay, this one is with regards to the candle. I melted it already this morning, and this is such a long journey that I'm going to share with you. So, all right. So I got an old baking pan that is already like, totally like stained. So I am using this now for just making the candle. So I chose this one. So I'm not worried anymore if this is non-food pan already. You see? Okay, it's hot. So I melted it in the oven toaster, guys, for 20-30 minutes at 300 degrees Fahrenheit. And these are the weak, okay? Yeah, you watch this, guys, because I make mistakes here. I'm going to share it to you, okay? So this one I had a very like shallow uh level of melted candle on the baking tin, right? So now I'm putting a small height wick from the tea candles I got from yesterday's live stream. So there I tried. So now this is the problem now. Okay. So I thought like, okay, it's showing. So I added more of the melted one. So look at what happened. It remelted the top layer, and I panicked already, and then you see like it looked like it's uneven. It didn't look good at all. It's a polka dot, I don't know, slatted, I don't know. Okay, so this did not work at all. So don't do that like very thin. And then you repour another melted after it has set. It's gonna ruin the project. So I'm remelting it again. And then I wanted to find a non-food that I will just, keep like clean and then use as a sipit or pair of uh, tweezers to pick up some sediments, paper sediments from the candle, melted candle. That's that's the purpose, guys. At least I'm not worried that, I'm using the regular tweezers from the kitchen, for food, and this is non-food. And this one I got a new mold, like a regular Pinoy uh, glass. Like, guys, for us Pinoys, Filipinos, we know this, guys, when we drink coffee, right? This one or water, cold water. During the old days, guys. All right. So I got the twined tissue paper, guys. So whichever is the height of the mold, of course, you have a very tall one. So yeah, so the glass still has the price underneath. All right. So there, I stuck the tissue paper with regular duct tape. on the stick so it will hold while pouring in the remelted batch. So it's staying there. And then this one, I poured more on the other pre-used tea candle molds. And then I made a mess already. You can see I'm using a wax paper. So it's always good to have a liner like a wax paper because you can scrape it back. Don't use newspaper or regular paper. You can still scrape it, but it's going to be colored or stained. And this one is the other one where which my son and his girlfriend gave me the beautiful candle, and I reused the also the mold and still tissue paper again, guys. I just hung this one there. It's not even pasted. And there you go. So I got the gist already of it. Okay, so it's not easy to, well, it's easy to make candles, but like really it has a system. It's a process. That's why it's good to have to read before you make it. Okay, this one doesn't look that nice, but I like the color, guys. So this one is a combination of red and green, like a powder green something or okay. Did you see my fingers? It's all stained, guys, from cleaning, from cleaning. All right. So this one you can always form into a ball, candle dough. It's not warm. It's not hot anymore. And then I put the wick on top, and it's different when it's poured, right, guys. Melted and poured than this one, like you let it set and form into a ball. You might not, we might not know, like this one will overfill when you light this one when this melts again. So this is how you scrape it. Others use knives in the church, like I see them like having these ones, or those tools like you can scrape off, right? And then or a knife, bread knife, and chop it up. You can also have that on the side. And then this one, guys, is the what I learned, guys. If I stopped, had I stopped doing this like earlier on, like gave up already, I wouldn't have realized, guys, that we can always like I run out of mold, I run out of idea where to put the other candles. I'm not ready, like a lot don't have like the center wick to prepare another mold of candle. So I said, why not have everything like have it reserved on the side and put it in a jar. It's like shaved soap, isn't it? And it smells good pa, guys. The original scent of the candles, it was still there. So why not, right? It can be a deodorizer as well. So guys, it looked like it's newly bought, right? Okay, this one I also wanted to show you how to clean the mold itself. Don't I suggest not to use it for food anymore. So I'm trying to wipe it hardly, like to get the pieces. And then I cut the wick and then scrape some drippings on the side. And inside there are, and still I got the spoon, I got the sediment, scoop that out. And then those that are not stained, I try to put it back in the jar so I can have it, remelted whenever I needed. Okay, so those are the byproducts of the candle, right? Okay, so you can do a lot of things like have all your candles in the house, remelt it again, slice it like yesterday. Please watch yesterday's live stream. Now this one I'm going to show you. I tested the lighted candle. Okay, this one is the lesson. Okay. Okay, this one, guys, was the original one. Like I made a birthday candle, like have the tissue paper wick, like the strip of tissue paper twined, dip it in melted candle wax, and then dip it in water, and then dip it again, and then dip it in water again, and you have this one. So imagine the business of doing candles, no? You can always recycle, upcycle and everything. So you see the tea light and you have extra more. It's beautiful, guys. All right, this one I also cleaned the table. Of course, you scrape back the. These ones are the old, old stains from the before, guys, way back. But this one, I'm just scraping off the candle wax. And then this one, I poked holes on the grease-proof paper and put it on top of this one because I have told you, this can also be like somehow a potpourri or somehow will serve as an incense or an air freshener. It's because it still smells good, guys. It has a very strong smell. So why not have it like vented, not covered. If you just want, guys. And this one is lighted. But you see, guys, this one is very shallow kasi the candle mold. Oh, this one, the more, okay, if you want like to take out the real waxy the real waxy feeling or texture of the baking pan, even so you have washed it with soap, you put vinegar with the soap water. Even so, you can use warm water and soap, dishwashing soap, and then vinegar. It will totally take out the waxy, greasy feeling. You see? And this one, guys, I don't know if this is a good idea. Like, besides, we know that salt, or I didn't know, like acid, vinegar, lemon, those things, guys. If you think like you have like a lot of ants non-stop somewhere, and then you're worried that something, your food is going to be, bombarded with a troop of, how do you call this, ants, then maybe have like, the table with salt, rock salt around. I don't know, just an idea, guys. Right, so meaning if you have like a bar of chocolate on the table, maybe put salt so you're not worried, and then you can go back to it after 3 hours. Because sometimes, guys, chocolates need not be stored in the fridge. Did you know that, guys? But it's good also sometimes chilled, right? But usually, chocolates, guys, are really stored room temperature. The real chocolate, guys, 70% dark. Yeah. All right. So this one, guys. This is the lesson. You see, using the tissue paper twine. Guys, the flame is too strong. Like too. Did you see it's forming like a real fire? Yeah, and then when you blow it, guys, it's going to the entire room will smell like burnt paper. So yeah, it's really good to have that real original candle wick. Maybe it's good. Like, let's study that. Like, where can you get those? You can. I'm pretty sure you can order it online, or let's know other things, other ways to make like a wick, candle wick. You see, guys, it's like there's camping. Oh, this one, guys, is the bib from yesterday. The one I made, like another bib, the one I use for yoga is the blue one. This is the one that I embroidered a little, and then the bow is back and front. So you see this one, I tied back, and then the other side is the one like, you know there. So it doesn't mean that I can just tie it here on the side, or here. You can also tie it in front, like back and front. So when it makes us realize, guys, that um I think there is none more. There's none anymore. It makes me realize, guys, also us, like, when we look at something, we don't look at it just flat as a charger. We look at it like, what else can you do with this? Like, really, like, even so, like, having like a perspective in life, right? How do I, like, nobody's perfect, guys. How we look at things. Have I known, like, earlier, guys, on in my life, I would have, done my life better. But those things, guys. So this one, it's, I had ribbons here on the side. It doesn't mean I can just, be, contained in the idea of tying it on the side. You can always tie it anywhere, like from here, isn't it? And then you have another dimension or idea, right? So again, I'm after that, and yeah. So that is the lesson for the candle. All right. So it's I think it's too, there's like campfire. Like I'm melting marshmallow. That's strong. And it didn't feel like it's safe. So I can always, realize another, get some idea more on how to have the better week candle. All right. So far, is that about it? Yep. I think that's about it, guys. So, guys, I hope that you learned a little something from today's. I know it has been, it's always in connection from yesterday's live stream, but I wanted it to be like that because it's a flow of how I do my research. Like I know, like candles are classically made even in the old days, way back. But I know, like doing one thing that's why I showed you this one is there are always learnings, realizations, observations while doing it. It's really different when you talk about it and you do it your own. You do it yourself. Really, you will know really. Like, and then if you like to make it into a business like the candle, is this, you think like practicing it, why practice it, why bother take time to do it, because you want to know if it's worth your time. Can you make use of it as a business? Can you make use of it as an, just your expression of self, like art, you know like your work of art, or can you do this as a, venture into something, isn't it? With regards to candles, yeah. So, guys, again, so much more to share with you. I really hope you learned something today. I appreciate your time, your support, guys. If you have the chance, please subscribe, like, share, and let me know, guys, if you, about, anything about what we've discussed today. Thank you so much, guys. Take care. This has been Carmina of Findstv Hobby Homeschool. Di po, salamat po.